Good morning to people in Sydney and good evening to people in North America. This is Danish. We are in weekly chart review for major indices, followed by Q&A session. Starting with S&P 500 futures, we had a big bullish engulfing candle on the weekly, which kind of broke this sideways trend the last few weeks, and I anticipate that it'll start trending upwards, tapping onto this channel now. So that's a good news on S&P 500 futures. If we look at daily here, we did breach the channel, but eventually it took support from the support level of 41.53, and it's shooting upwards. And if we look at the measured move target from this current fall, we are looking at 304 points move up from 42.46. That puts us at magic number of 43.49 right here, 43.49 right below this resistance of 43.62. So that's where it'll stop the next upward swing that happens. Going to NASDAQ. NASDAQ is again trending very strongly up. In fact, it did not even budge this week downwards when ES was struggling to survive up. And it's right now sitting just below the resistance of 14,400. Once it reaches this level, the next target would be 14,700 to 800 mark. So we just need to survive above 14,200 level, 200 to 400. That's the resistance band here. But it is tugging along very nicely, just snug at the bottom of this channel. And if we look at it on a daily chart, it's actually diverging away from the bottom of the channel. So that's a good news. It's going strong. Going to Dow Jones. Dow Jones is also showing similar behavior. Like, yes, it actually breached the channel and now it's trying to get back in. But this time Dow Jones is lagging behind between ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. This is lagging behind, but this bullish engulfing candle itself is a sign of a trend reversal, a downward trend reversal. But it still needs to get beyond the neckline of 34,807. That's the line in the sand it's trying to cross. Once it crosses that, the measured move target may most likely be around 1,700 points up from 34,807. That's where Dow Jones is headed once it crosses 34,807. Going over Russell. Russell is still in a high base formation, still stuck in the box. I was hoping that it had gone outside the box the week before, but it fell right back in this previous week, the week before, and this last week again. This is a bullish engulfing candle, so maybe this is forming a formation like this before it broke out of the box last time. So watch out for Russell. For people who are investing in TNA and IWM, this might be the next big sling upwards on Russell and ETFs related to Russell. uh, going over Australian Securities Exchange for people who invest in Australia. Oh wow, this actually just got out of the previous all-time high, and it is feeling the resistance at 7402. But it is like forming a high base right around here. This consolidation is good because eventually it will break out of this 7402 resistance and shoot upwards back into the channel. It's been trying to do that since here, since March 2021. It formed a high base and went sideways, high base, went sideways. So that's what it is doing. And that's a good sign. And then going over quickly to Nifty for people who invest in India. All right, this is what I had drawn last week, and we are still in a high base formation on Nifty. And once we breach the ceiling of 15,840, or you may just say around 16,000-ish whole number, we are most likely going to go into another bull run. Well, that's it for me. You may feel free to unmute yourself and ask any questions that you may have.